course, Brian, you're playing Scrooge,
I am.
and Jacqueline, you're playing Emily and the Ghost of Future in A Christmas Carol. What a classic. I mean, when you got asked to do Christmas Carol, how did that feel?
I think it was more about just being asked to do something.
Yeah.
It meant so much, and it really does. We are not taking it for granted. But of course, you're right. Christmas Carol absolutely epitomises Christmas. British people have pantomime, and Americans have the Christmas Carol because they can't get their head around pantomime. And for us to be doing this, and who's it written by?
Alan Menken.
Legend. Absolute
The music.
legend.
Amazing.
And of course, Jacqueline, this is your West End debut. How does that feel?
It's scary, but I do feel like I'm in really safe hands.
Mm-hmm.
And what a time to be making a debut in the middle of a global pandemic.
Indeed.
When theatres have been shut for 8 months. So I'm super grateful, and I realise how lucky we all are. But for me, to make a debut is like, I realise that's an amazing thing.
Absolutely, and of course Brian is very familiar with the West End stage. Have you taken any top tips from Brian yet?
I've become a sponge.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm so quiet when we're actually all together. I'm just secretly just sponging everything in.
Yeah.
It's already been such a learning experience.
So what do you both love about playing your characters? Obviously, Brian, it must be quite an honour to get to play Scrooge.
Of course, and I know we touched on it there, but yes, Alan Menken's got 8 Oscars, and to be doing his music and his production of it, I know Charles Dickens has something to do with it, but you know, it really is, and he has such a great arc. I'm such a miserable so-and-so that eventually sees the errors of my ways and understand what Christmas is all about, and love and family, and you know, for us to be sending out that message at this point is so important, and I think it's going to be extremely moving on both sides, on our side, which is on the stage, and theirs. And this is not in any way sort of going, oh, we're doing this show, and because it's COVID, we're going to, you know, scale it back. This is an incredible show with a 24-piece orchestra and the most incredible ensemble. You know, people that are starring in West End shows are even sort of behind us, where they should be right in the middle there. Yeah. You know, I mean, Jacqueline, you were saying, wasn't you, about some of the company?
Yeah, like I have looked up to them, like
no, but they've had
Sandra, Cedric, Lucy. Yeah, of course. So I was chatting to a couple of them, and a lot of them have been off work for 8 months and had to, you know, get delivery jobs working for Tesco's in shops, and they quite enjoyed it. And, you know, they shows that they just have an incredible work ethic, and they just want to work. But it's almost really sad as well, because like the stage is where they belong, and there hasn't been a stage or a home for them for a long time. And this opportunity, Christmas Carol, and the show that we're putting on has just given them that. Yeah. And they are incredible.
Wow. So it feels really, really such an honour to work with them.
For me, I'm just a fan. I'm just a fan that sort of like, you know, landed it and thinking.
But you must have always, I mean, you have a great voice. You must have, is there moments like when you saw Wicked or things like that going, oh God, I've got to be in this?
Yes.
You know?
Every time I go and see a show, I watch and I see a part and I think, I'd love to do that. It's always that.
What was the last one you saw?
The last one, it was Waitress.
Oh.
It was Waitress, and I saw Lucy and Sandra together.
Wow.
We were both in this.
And I freaked out when we went to the photo shoot, because I just had a little fangirl moment, and I really do have that with like everybody in there. So it's amazing.
Brilliant. And of course you're playing Emily in the Ghost of the Future, and I asked Cedric this, and I want to ask you the same. What's it like to play a ghost? That must be quite fun.
Well, I'm quite lucky. I don't have any lines. Just lots of pointing. Lots of pointing. Big cloak.
Love it.
So.
What about Emily then? What do you love about
Emily is very sweet. It's, you know, it's like I know Alan Menken wrote every beautiful Disney song you can
Mhm.
imagine. Little
Yeah.
Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast. And the song that me and Sam get to sing, it's literally a Disney princess moment. Like, I'm in the dress, the hair is done, it's a beautiful love song.
Yeah.
So like, it's a real moment.
Can't really get better than that, can you really? No.
No.
Really?
So, talking about Christmas, obviously it's a Christmas carol. Do either of you have any Christmas traditions at all?
Well, for me, nigh on 30 years I've been doing pantomime. So this has been very different for me, this lead up to Christmas. Normally I'm with the Ugly Sisters or people like that. And, you know, so it's been very different for me. But normally my tradition is I will be very often playing buttons, or I've tried to bring it to 21st century. I'm not buttons, I'm Velcro. You know,
Brilliant.
But that is a terrible joke, and I do apologise for it. But so this is challenging in some ways because I've had to learn a lot, big scripts and lots of songs, but exciting and something very different. So, but for me, it is. You know what Christmas Day is for me? It's a day off. When you're doing 2 shows every day, and in this show, you know, we have 3 shows quite often. We have 11:30, but I have digressed, and I want to ask, what is your Christmas tradition?
My Christmas tradition is probably what everyone's Christmas tradition, you know, stocking at the end of the bed, a couple of presents under the Christmas tree,
Absolutely.
a cup, like maybe 4 roast dinners, like you always go back for seconds, then maybe
I was going to
thirds.
say, last
I don't
year...
do Christmas pudding, I'm not going to lie to you, I have a chocolate cake and custard.
Me too.
And I'm furious when there's not
We don't
that.
have a turkey.
What'd you have?
We have big chicken, because turkey has
yummy.
endorphins that make you feel tired.
Chicken is so
Ah.
much nicer than turkey
You know,
though.
yeah.
We
It
have a
is.
bit of both. Sometimes my mum likes to do a bit of both, and then she's like, there's plenty to go for.
Maybe we should try goose, like...
Oh yeah, like in this.
Like in this.
I wonder how difficult. I wonder what goose tastes like. We'll probably find out.
Interesting, yeah. So this is a really quick fire game.
Yep.
It's Would You Rather, but
Okay.
it's a Christmas edition, so it's
Okay.
lots of fun, so it's very quick answers. So,
Wait, who first? Or just both at the same
both
time?
of you.
Okay.
We can go one at a time, but I think it's better to go both and see
Sure.
what it is. So, number 1, would you rather have to sing the chorus of Jingle Bells every time you walk into a room for a week, or have to wear a Santa suit every day for a week?
Jingle bells.
Santa suit.
Would you rather make presents for your family instead of buying them, or make ornaments for your Christmas tree instead of buying them?
Ornaments.
We have done it quite a few times. It's really funny. We've made presents for each other.
Brilliant.
It's really funny because they're rubbish.
Would you rather not celebrate Christmas this year or not celebrate your birthday this year?
Birthday's already been. It was a write-off. COVID. I'd rather celebrate Christmas.
I would.
Fabulous. Would you rather be friends with the ghost of Christmas present or Mrs. Fezziwig?
Oh, that's tough. I want to be best friends with both of them.
I want to be best friends with Sandra, who plays Mrs. Fezziwig. She's such a laugh.
Brilliant. Would you rather have a mistletoe hanging in your bedroom doorway or have a large decorated Christmas tree in your bedroom doorway?
Well, if it's a large, can we get past the Christmas tree?
Well, this is the thing, I'm not sure.
Well, then it's going to have to be mistletoe. If I can't get in through my doorway, I've got
Yeah,
to
but
have a
I'm
bit
not
of-
kissing the postman and all that.
No, that's true.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Would you rather live in a gingerbread house or ride on the Polar Express?
Ah, Polar Express.
Yeah, it's got to be. Ginger house, if it rains, it'll melt.
Absolutely.
Polar Express, yes.
Would you rather get small presents for Christmas or get one big Christmas present?
I like small presents.
I like one good big one.
Brilliant.
We're so different.
I know we are. Chocolate cheese.
I love that. Well, thank you so much, Brian and
Thank you.
Jacqueline. A Christmas Carol runs at the Dominion Theatre
sorry.
from Monday 7th of December to the 2nd of January. Sorry,
Can't
thank you so
wait.
much.
Thank you very much.
Cheers,
Thank you.
guys.
I love
Thank
your
you.
Christmas.